And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
It's more than a feeling. Yeah, some logic and reason. Yeah, here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, here in Phoenix, Arizona. We have a lot that we're going to be offering. We've been working hard for a long time. Years. The email that I sent out to the potential authors, and I go, look, it kind of explained it. I said, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Since I was a little bitty kid, before I was even a teenager, watching Star Trek, and you got Captain Kirk there with his, tablet magazine. His little tablet. He's sitting there, kind of doing their little, even had a little pen thing. The little what do they call it, stylus, going on, blip, 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 pushing buttons and sending reports and whatever. And then it got more sophisticated and Star Trek Next Generation. Wait, is this thing going? There we go. And Star Trek Next Generation. And it was clear that, this is coming. Computing power is going to be to the point to where you're going to be able to carry around with you access to any and everything. Now, netbooks was, smartphones started it. You kind of got netbooks, gave you a little bit more capacity. The tablet, this is kind of what I've been waiting for. Oh, we're jumping all over that one. Now, one of the things is that I do not want to be censoring anybody on Freedom's Phoenix. Anybody can comment, but the only thing is you have to have a valid email, and I don't get all super anal about it. But it goes so fast, so many things, 50 to 70 articles a day, it's hard for someone to go, no, but I want everybody to sit there and argue all day about this one little thing. Now, you get that on a lot of blogs and so on. They'll go on, and there'll be hundreds of back and forth ouch quit it on one thing. Well, there may be. A lot of times there is. You go up to the top, the navigation bar in Freedom's Phoenix, and it says Freedom Forum. Now, the most recent comment goes to the top. So if there's something really hot, you'll find it up there. But we didn't want to have this troll thing going on. So we maintain some ability to be able to delete comments if we want and do, so we do have the draconian, it's freaking mine, it's mine ability anyway, but I don't want to, be a censorer. So what we did is if you subscribe, this is what happens. You're able to go into your custom module and you'll go, all right, do I want to block some authors? Yes, I click it. Then what? Drop down of all the authors. Which one do I never, ever want to see on when I log in on my site? Click, 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 click. Boom, done. You get to self-censor what you want, knock yourself out. Any article, any categories, any websites that link, all kinds of options for you can censor yourself all you want. I don't want to do that. But digital magazine is different. If we're going to do the magazine and we're going to go out there and we're going to broadcast instead of putting what other people are saying, thinking, news that we should know, kind of getting different perspective that gives us a wide radar screen. It goes like a 360 as opposed to this tunnel vision thing. That's what Freedom's Phoenix, the site, is about. The magazine's different. The magazine has got a light on something. Here's the future. Here we're going. This is where we wish to head. This is where we're heading. This is, the path that we need lit for us. This is, so this is much more the editorial opinion of Freedom's Phoenix. The editors, me. So, who might I wish to participate and win? And whose audience? It's you. It's this generation next I keep talking about. Here they're coming again, another election cycle in the 2012. They're going to use whatever they can to try and corral everybody and put it in some suitcase with a handle, and it's a fight over who controls the handle. Now, we saw a little bit of this when Dr. Paul pulled his campaign back in, it was May, June, or whatever of 2008. When they did that, where did the Levolution go? Where's it go? Oh, we want to put it over in this C4L thing. Or you got the Libertarians, oh, no, we got Bob Barr over here. Oh, it's Chuck Baldwin, he's running Constitution Party, you got to put it over here. Or we're going to, I'm going, man, you guys don't get it. There is no place. The place is in each individual's head. Just Might be a whole bunch of them think kind of the same way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to provide all the information and introduce you to a lot of people that have become leaders in explaining, highlighting, articulating what's going to happen as it's happening, even before it happens. So you have guys like Stefan Molyneux. What would have happened had 4 years ago everybody in the Levolution been aware of what Stefan had to say? Wow. To compete, it's like competing with the Republicans and Democrats in their presidential debates up there, and then you got Stefan going, yeah, well, let me tell you what I think about it. Wow. Might have changed a bunch of minds? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And the ability for you to share a lot of things. So, Ian Freeman from LRN.FM, he's already sent us an article and so on. It has a lot of graphics and such explaining in detail right there on how you can participate in the radio thing, podcasting, extending the signal, broadcasting your neighborhood, receiving the satellite, doing all, and we'll put a link in there to a show that Ian and I did, because it was interesting. There was a young man from California, and the reason Ian and I did this is because he goes, I want to do podcasting. I want to be on the radio. I want to do what you do. Here we go. Now, it was before Christmas was coming up. My parents said they'll buy me whatever it is that I want to do that, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to get. So Ian and I went on, and we did at least an hour, 2 hour show on this of exactly the equipment that you need to do this. How valuable is that? Because keep in mind, 4 years ago, this stuff was in its infancy. I mean, there was not, every cycle we go through, it wasn't until 2002 election cycle, which was an off-presidential year, and then Dean came in the 04 with the internet, I raised money, oh my goodness. It wasn't really, especially for presidential election cycles, until 2004. That's just how many years ago? 6 years, was it 7 years ago or so? Before the internet was an integral part of politics. It wasn't before. Libertarians were already there waiting on them. Hello. Decide you want to play now? Well, guess what? Boom, shakalaka upside the head, man. We're waiting for y'all. Well, what are they doing now? Well, they want to compete. I just saw this weekend, I was watching television, one of the few times. I'm like, oh yeah, what was it? It was the Bulls game. So I'm up there watching socialized sports, and what did we get? The New York Times is now going tablet. They're like, yeah, it's the same old gray lady with electrons, okay? We're so much better now because we got really nice graphics, and you can do a lot of cool stuff, and our propaganda is distributed, cooler. Yeah. And so am I able to compete with that? Yes. And so are you. So what have we done? In addition to us being able to create digital magazines, we're going to show you how to do it. Ian says, here's how you do radio and broadcaster. I go, here's how you can create your own freaking magazine. Compete with because is it Freedom's Phoenix that's going to take these guys on and show? I mean, we'll give it what for. We got really good authors and good philosophy, and we're going to, beat them upside the head and it'll go viral. But that's not really the power. It's just like the Levolution. They always want to collectivize everything. I go, no. Let me tell you what you do. You show them how easy it is. You show how this works. You show them what can be done. You show that 15-year-old kid in Connecticut that wants to go do some whip butt on his local, freaking town of 5,000, and you say, this is how you do it, this is how you distribute it, this is how you can monetize it, this is how you, people that would write for it. Here's some resources, heck cars, man, rock and roll and whatnot. Another wave of Levolution ass whip it. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to show them how to do it. All right. But it's not just America. It's the world. Translators, we already translate Freedom's Phoenix in 39 languages. Oh, we got Arabia all going up in a tizzy with this stuff, and a lot of the experience and artwork and resources of the Levolution of the past 4 years. What, do you think I thought the bad guys were just inside our borders? Oh, yeah, I'll give you a little bit tidbit when we come back, but something to be afraid of too. And the Onion Network has a really good one on Facebook.